Hey traders, good day. This is just a video about showing the opportunities of the past week going in reverse. So starting at today, June the 2nd. So here's the blue line, New York Open, 9:30. And I'm just looking for opportunities for myself, honestly, just where I could have been a little bit better. Here's a big low here, matches that low, and then my entry is the 2 green bars around the low. So there's a good setup there. Definitely a trending day here today. Okay, so here's a point here. Fairly prominent low swing. Matches that. There's 2 green bars there. So there's a good setup. Pretty much the same thing happens here in this area. Got a nice floor set here. Same thing here. Pretty easy hindsight, right? Trending. Trends all the way until the very last minute of the day. Crazy. Another really nice springboard here. Super flat spot, and then just takes out those stop losses and then shoots up. So tons of opportunity there. Second day of the month. Here we are zoomed out on June the 1st. Zoomed out a little bit more. Marked those 2 low points. Yeah, so takes it out here. Couple green bars in this area. And then aims for those highs there. You're nice and low behind that moving average. Comes up, taps into it, comes down again, hits this point here, plus these 2 strong levels, another 2 green bars, and you're going back up to the top. Still a little ways away from the moving average. Pretty solid stuff. Price comes back down here, waiting for another entry. Has a little bit of a move up here once it's got a little bit of distance from the moving average. Kind of a riskier setup. Obviously doesn't work out too far. And then it takes out this low here. Takes out this low. 2 green bars. Looking for the target up here or the moving average, and yeah, has a nice big run up. Zooming back out, here's the day. Here's the last day of the trading month, 29th of May. Marked a low here. So here's 10 o'clock, 9:30 area. Just marking the open here with this blue line. Now we've got that in place. And drops past, takes out this low here. No green bars. You got a couple green bars here. And then you got taken out here maybe. Another couple green bars. Then you get a good pump here. I mean, with these ones, if you do see a sharp drop like this, it might be a little bit too sharp of a drop, so you can't expect it to continue down. So you could have waited that one out or just had a bigger stop loss. But yeah, you're really far away from the moving average at that point. And here's that swing low white line marked out, and then those 2 green bars, and huge run up here. Nice flat top here as a target. This line that's a target. This other moving average. Then price runs down and doesn't really drop into anything interesting here. I don't see anything interesting really. Fib line says just past the 50% line. And the end of the day. Zoomed out here. So yeah, you're always looking for it just to take out a point of interest of some kind, whether that might be a moving average line or daily open or some farther swing low points. So good opportunities there. Just takes a little bit of courage. Okay, so here we are zoomed in on the next day prior, 28th of May. So we got starting from the bottom line here. I just marked this out because I couldn't really see any points of interest where it kind of bounced around here. So it could have been the moving average that it liked and was testing, or it could have been this top here, or some of these lines. I heard another trader saying that if you want to place a point of interest, go back to the other day and see where these swing points hit the most. And that's going to be a line of, it's just going to be a point of interest where it could bounce off in the future. So that could be put into a person's strategy too. And here's the second white line where it bounces off here. And I don't really see much over here besides just it's bouncing around in that area. So there's a lot of orders down there, I guess. And then you've got this one here where that swing is. And then the top one there I placed. I didn't place the daily open in this example, but it's right just below it there. So yeah, 930 is right about here. So it comes up, takes out the highs, and a couple green bars here. I mean, you wouldn't really want to take that because like right now you're kind of at the top most of the range, right? Like it ran up here, came down, and then you're kind of at the top here. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky buying from that area there. So you might have wanted to skip out on that. And if you did, good job, because it kept on going down. So now you're looking at this point here. So you're waiting for price to come back down and test that level. So let's zoom in, see what happens there. Okay, so price goes past there. You're waiting. No double green bars until right here. You get two here, and you've got a bit of a move there. So that's a pretty aggressive entry after all this kind of downwards action. I mean, like maybe you wanted it to wait to go sideways a little bit more. So you can kind of see how the structure changes from this point here to this point. It just goes a little bit more angled, just a little bit more angled, or a little bit more flat. So you could have waited for something like that. Or even in this case, you could have waited until right here where it starts to come above and then retest it. But our strategy is to look for those two green bars. So it comes down, two green bars, small one, comes down, two green bars, retraces, tests this level again, doesn't take you out even if you have a tight stop loss, or else re-enter right here, two green bars, and then your target's that moving average. So another great great technique right there, guys. There's your move there. You just had to wait it out. I just had to do a lot of waiting, guys. Later in the day, 2-3 o'clock, price drops back down, taps into our line there, and that line probably wouldn't have been marked out if I was trading because it doesn't even really hit anything that I've seen easily. But it takes out this flat spot here, two green bars, go for another entry, and then takes out the high here. And from here to here you have a little bit of distance, the MA, so that's good. So it goes back up, comes, and where does it hit? Takes out just where we were before. Takes us out. Two green bars right here. They're pretty weak though, so you might not have wanted to enter. But we're right around a moving average line, another white line. There's those two white lines. We probably wouldn't have drawn those out, so that wouldn't have. But the moving average line is there, so you know it's testing that moving average line. Here's another two green bars, takes that out, plus takes this guy out here. Nice steady pump up, comes back down, and then finally takes out this guy here. So we've got two people's taken out, plus this guy. Just didn't even happen too long ago, and then a huge candle runs up. Test this moving average here and this one. A little bit of a pullback, runs up, end of the day. Pretty exciting, eh? So yeah, testing levels, people getting taken out, two green bars, target, moving average, and that's our play, guys. Zooming out again. But yeah, just notice where people get taken out here. Like there's this level, they get taken out, runs up. He gets taken out at this level. Yeah, so that's May 28th. Okay, here's May 27th. Okay, here's the zoomed out view of May 27th again. Put a line here, and I got these orange boxes just showing where 9:30 started for the 2 different days. So I'll just zoom in a bit. So price has a huge drop here, taps into this accumulation of orders, but I don't see anything really specific. But basically just cuts through this and it just tests it. It tests the moving average here. It tests these 2 moving averages here. So 2 green bars, that's our entry. Pretty aggressive, but you could even just let it to go above it. This is a retest here, that double red, and then you could enter it again on that 2 greens, or just waited a little bit past it. So a couple good entries there, aggressive or the retest. Then your target would be that moving average, still far away, so it's successful there. A couple highs here, takes them out, and then just a really big trending day. Lots of trends here. Get to about 330 it looks like. Got a couple support lines here from this indicator. So you should be expecting some reversals there. Plus it's dropping into that moving average line. So you got a couple green bars. Go for your entry there. Expecting it to target the tops of these. So it just drops past that. Maybe takes this guy out. Or takes us out, because I always have my stop loss really tight. So you'd go for re-entry there if you got stopped out, even if it was just a single green bar, or even just up here. It's clearly going higher. It likes that level. That's a really strong level. And if you do enter at the very last part of the move, then you just get the best part of the move, just straight vertical. Hey, isn't that amazing? So a couple really good trades there. Lots based off the moving average, looks like, hey guys? Lots. So zoomed out again, just so you could see that. Okay, here's the day prior, Monday, 26th of May. Yeah, it's some kind of a holiday, bank holiday or something. It closed at 1 o'clock, it looks like. But there's 9:30 when she starts. Probably would have skipped on this trading day, honestly. So most people do. But if you didn't, just zoom in a little bit here. Got a really sharp prominent low here. Comes down, tests that level, 11 a.m. Cuts through the moving average. You don't get 2 green bars past the moving average until just down here, right where that level is. So it doesn't take it out, but it hits it. 2 green bars, super tight, and just runs straight up. Takes out this prominent bump here, plus you got this 930 area here. So that's strong level, the moving average level. Yeah, so opportunity there. Friday the 23rd of May. Got the moving averages coming down just earlier. It's your 930 open, horizontal boxes. Yeah, so it looks like it's already kind of found a bottom before New York open. So that's interesting. So it opens, hits the moving average, finds support off of the open area, and does quite a bit of ranging, bouncing off the support line. Finds support here, testing support, deciding where it wants to go from these 2 levels here. Breaks above, takes out the high here, comes back down, testing the moving average level. So there's 2 green bars there. Testing, pump up. Super drop candle there, takes everybody out. So pretty choppy, eh? Yeah, so it's just having a really hard time. Yeah, so it kind of starts to clear above. Another 2 green bars off of there, 2 green bars off of there. So now people are thinking, okay, now it does like this moving average line. Everybody's kind of deciding what's happening here. Pretty tricky trading day, this one. And you can tell it starts to go sideways here in this area. A lot of time has passed and it hasn't really gone up, it's gone sideways. I mean, like you compare it to this area here, it's going up, then this goes sideways here. And this is kind of your signal that it wants to go down, I guess. But I mean, also it could just be like a springboard, right? Like, you know, you take out all these guys get taken out, right? Then you get your 2 green bars, enter there, you get a pump up, but then it drops down, and starts cutting through this moving average, and then you get a huge red bar there. So you got a couple things you could look out for exiting 2A, like this big red bar. I guess that'd be your sign that you'd want to exit. Yeah, so that was a really tricky trading day for sure. Yeah, Friday. The day before the bank holiday. And here's the 22nd, Thursday. Got a moving average cross here. Accumulation over here. 930 opens up there. Price chopping around the moving average line. There's a high there. Price comes back down. Test this level. Pretty dangerous to enter off those 2 green bars right around that yellow moving average of 238 line. So that's a no trade really. But it looks like it would have worked out for you, I guess, if you bought. So all this here is testing which direction it wants to go. It looks like it's finding support. Breaks above. And a couple green bars there in a row. So you get a run up there, takes out the high, that swing high. Takes this out. Doesn't reach this moving average, comes back down, tests this 930 level or tests these accumulation zones area here. Yeah, so test this level. You don't see any big green bars until this one here appears though. This one is kind of, it's not tiny, but this one is a really big bar here. You get another one here. Then everybody decides, okay, this is time to buy now. And then the buyers run that right up to that moving average line. So that's interesting to see how it unfolds. But yeah, if you compare this green bar to anything in this area, that one's the biggest. It's the biggest. This would be the closest. And there's a couple big ones in here. So yeah, that's a good signal candle. Price finally hits here, drops down, takes out this prominent low here. Well, not really prominent actually. Takes out this. Got 2 green bars here. Test that moving average, goes beyond. Yeah. And after all that happened, comes back down to the New York level here. Couple green bars. Maybe you wanted to enter there. And that'd be your top there. Interesting. Yeah, so that was that day. That was tricky. So the best moves would have been probably like the 2 green bars here. Signaling that's a strong level. I guess it retested this level here and people bought. So that's a strong level there. People bought here. So you could have bought off of these 2 green bars. Comes back down and retests. You got another 2 green bars there. And then it holds above the moving average line here, looks like. There's your move, taking out the top there. Then another retest down here. Retest of the moving average line, falls through, breaks through, and finds support here. Here's Wednesday, 21st, zoomed out. Got the moving average bars coming down. This one's flat. Price has gone down. Looks like it's finding support, moving up. New York opens. Yeah, so you got a couple green bars bouncing off of this moving average line. Tests it, falls through. Price is going sideways quite a bit. Falls through. Retesting the moving average. Got a couple green bars there. People test it. Comes back down. Falls through. Falls into the New York time zone, the New York open window, the first candle. Taps into that. Couple green bars, plus you're off the moving average. So there's a good move off of there. So I heard another trader talk about front side, backside like throughout the week, but you can also see that with like areas on your 1 minute chart too. Like here's the front side, you know, things open up, front side, backside. We go through and it tests all these different zones. And then the front side is, you know, once it goes through all of those zones, you know, except for, you know, this is a point of interest right here. So it goes through all those zones and then we're back to the front side again. Hits the moving average, takes out this last high. Price is going sideways, going sideways. It's not going up. It's going up a little bit though, I guess. It's going up a little bit. Some lows are taken out, some small lows. Highs taken out. 2 green bars off that moving average, couple moving averages. And then strong rejection candle, strong red candle, double strong red candle. So that could be a signal that it's not looking good up there. No green bars off the second moving average, so that's a bad sign. So you're not buying in there, you need 2 bars. So that's a pretty big save there. Drops right through. No green bars at this swing here. No green bars at this swing even. So you're saved from entering there. First 2 green bars there. What level does it hit? Put that white line. What's back here? Blows past this high. Oh, I can't go back that far in time. Yeah, so 2 green bars. Got a little move there. But after a huge drop like that, I mean, you don't want to enter off something like that. That's pretty crazy. But I think I did, and I think I lost that one day. So goes back up here, slowly comes back down. Looking for an area to retest. Here's 2 green bars, 2 green bars, but I mean there's nothing really, there's no lows here to take it out. Like this one is a low here. But I mean, I don't know. So it keeps going down, 2 green bars here. This guy gets taken out. Starts to come back down, comes back to this. This would be a better entry here. 2 green bars. I mean, like they're tiny. Like look at this one, huge, 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 and super tiny. But it's nice and close to this zone here, eh? So that's good. There's the level there. So taps into the wick of that, so that's good. Pumps up. So there's something. Then comes back down, takes this guy out, Nothing. Strong rejection candle. Goes past here. No double green bar still here. And pretty scary looking candles here. People sell again. Comes back down. Takes this guy out finally here. Then a strong green candle. You get another move up there. So yeah, pretty scary day there. Okay, so what was at this white line here? Let's check this out. It was from quite a few days ago. Here's a nice low here. Wasn't that, I guess. Yeah, maybe it was this level here. Mark that. That was from a few days ago, the 13th of May. Oh yeah, okay. So here's those 2 lines from the 13th of May. So yeah, it's from a New York level from the 13th of May. It bounces off that. Interesting. Yeah, so hope you guys got something out of this videos. But yeah, pretty much just waiting for low to get taken out, waiting for the 2 green bars, and that's pretty much a wrap, folks. Target, a moving average line,